Quiznos. Yes, that's right, my friends. Quiznos is still around. Best I could tell, there are only 3 remaining in the Chicagoland area. One is in downtown Chicago, and the other 2 are up here in Lake County. This one, right over the border in Barrington, Illinois. Right on the other side of that stoplight is Cook County. Now, is this some sort of food chain preservation vlog? Possibly. You know, there's been a lot of talk about chains like Boston Market, Steak and Shake. Just a couple I can think of offhand that are slowly going away. I don't really know what is going on with this franchise. I used to go to the Quiznos in Northlake all the time as a kid. This was always one of my favorite sub chains, even more than Subway. And this Quiznos in Barrington has been here forever. I came here a lot when I lived in Lake Zurich. I was really shocked when I looked it up some time back on Google Maps and discovered that there were only 3 remaining Quiznos in the Chicagoland area. And somehow we're lucky enough to have 2 of them in Lake County. One here in Barrington and the other in Mundelein. I have no idea if those locations are owned by the same person. It's something to think about. I was mentioning this to my coworker the other day who lives in the Kenosha area, and he had no idea that Quiznos was even still around. Speaking of Kenosha, there is a new sub place going up not far from my work that I will definitely be doing a food vlog for once it officially opens, because it is a chain that I've never been to. Why? Because they don't have them anywhere around the Chicagoland area. One I've heard of, but never tried before. Stay tuned for that. Whether it be malls, retail, or a food establishment, there's one thing I've learned over the years, and that is to vlog it while you can. So we have headed just down the street on US Route 14 in Barrington to Citizens Park. A pretty unique park for one particular reason. Something I have checked out many times, but I've never vlogged it. We'll get to that shortly, but first we need to have ourselves a toasted Quiznos sub. This is a fairly big sized park. There are trails. I've never been to the Mundelein location. Alright, let's have our Quiznos sub. I got the turkey today because it was special, but you know some of my previous vlogs that I do like my turkey. Now I've done a ton of Subway. Since moving to McHenry, I've done my fair share of Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's. But there is something about the bread here at Quiznos and how they toast it that just can't be beat. To be fair, it's been a while since I've had Quiznos, so let's see if it's as good as I remember. I'd say it is. Yeah, this is good. Like I said, I'm going to be trying a new chain fairly soon, so we'll see how that matches up to the rest. But yeah, this is good. My wife really likes Quiznos as well. When I lived in Lake Zurich, we did eat at this location quite a bit, or pick it up to go. Quiznos is on Uber Eats. We were able to do delivery from Barrington to Lake Zurich. I don't know if they would deliver to McHenry. If they did, the delivery charge would probably be crazy and not worth it. It's just the right size. You know, my problem with Subway is the foot long can be a little too much for me, and then the 6 inch is not quite enough, and I'm still hungry. This size, which I think is 8 inch, if I remember correctly, is just the perfect size. Yeah, that's good. All right, on to the second half. It's good. And that's what really baffles me, is what happened to this chain. Now, I'm certain, I do a little digging into YouTube, there's going to be full documentaries about the rise and fall of Quiznos. There's dedicated channels that I am subscribed to that pretty much cover that sort of topic. When it comes to malls and dying retail. But yeah, 2 in Lake County. 1 in downtown Chicago. I do plan to vlog the Mundelein location as well. But I wanted to cover this location first because I do have a lot of history with the Barrington location. If you know where the bigger Jewel-Osco is in Mundelein, I say bigger because there's 2 of them. One on 45, which I think is called Lake Street over there, and then one off of 176, and I think Midlothian Road. Somewhere in that shopping center is the Quiznos. And I've been to that Jewel-Osco many times, but I don't even know if I realized that there was a Quiznos over there. And how could those 2 locations not be owned by the same owner or franchisee, whatever? I mean, nothing in the southern suburbs of Chicago, nothing in the western suburbs of Chicago, not even the northwest suburbs of McHenry County, just these 2 in Lake County. The Barrington location is on US Highway 14, Northwest Highway, just north of Lake Cook Road on the east side. Can be a little tricky making a left there if you are headed south on Northwest Highway. Just be warned about that. It's a little tricky intersection. I mean, all of Barrington is tricky around rush hour, let's be honest. Barrington can be very tricky to drive through, especially when trains are involved. I love the area, but man, it can be a headache sometimes getting through this town. They are supposedly planning a underpass or overpass for the freight train that crosses US Highway 14, but that has not been developed yet or anything. Yeah, I don't want to get too involved with the trail. There is one particular thing that I do want to show you. It's a little overcast, which helps, but it is still a pretty toasty day today. Speaking of toasty. That's a perfect little shady area, though. Cuba Marsh is a really nice forest preserve that I think is technically in Deer Park. I've definitely been there many times, but I don't think I've ever vlogged it. Probably just pictures for the Instagram. I definitely will cover that at some point. What I want to show you from this park today is right over there. They call it the Treehouse. It's just a fun little thing for the kids. I've walked it once or twice. Never vlogged it. I don't even know if I've taken any pictures of it, but figured since we're here, might as well check it out. I've been wanting to vlog this for a while, and it was kind of tight quarters inside the Quiznos, so it didn't really feel comfortable vlogging in there. When I first arrived here, there was a family checking it out, but I don't think so anymore, so that would be awesome if we have it to ourselves. Well, that's enough of the trail for now. Maybe when I do come back to vlog Cuba Marsh, I'll dig a little bit more into its connection with this park. But this thing is so freaking cool. I would have loved this as a kid. We definitely didn't have this in North Lake, but this is Barrington, and Barrington is Barrington. I'll just leave it at that. All right, let's check out the treehouse. I don't know how long it's been here, but it's not new because it's been a while since I lived in Lake Zurich. And there is a picnic table up there. I could have technically had my Quiznos in the treehouse. Oh well. I wish I can give you smell-o-vision on YouTube, because man, you would be able to smell the pine. That smells good. There's a little house over there. I don't even know if that's open. Yeah, it has been some time since I've checked this out. If I did have my YouTube channel, it was in the very, very early days. Man, it smells good here too. Really, really get that pine smell. Okay, I see a lock, so yeah, I'm gonna say that's a big no on the treehouse cabin. They have a number to call for rental details. Yeah, if you want to do a private party or something, you can rent the treehouse. I mean, I wouldn't object to having a birthday party here. Someone left their hat here. Oh, I got a tree kind of growing through the treehouse. I guess that officially makes it a treehouse, right? Now, this may not seem like much for adults, but if you can't harness back to your 10-year-old self and think this is awesome, I feel really bad for you. I would just love to hang out here. Honestly, I would prefer as a kid to hang out at this treehouse than the playground set over there. By far, no doubt, I would have chose the treehouse as opposed to the playground. My sense of exploring, my enjoyment of nature has been around for a long time. My ability to vlog certainly has helped that passion for sure. There is a chance for storms this evening. That's why you're seeing all of these beautiful clouds. That is me being sarcastic. The rain that we've been getting lately has been very helpful, though, for the plants, so I'll give it that. Someone dumped off their Crayola bandage here. As I've said so often on this channel now, I hope it's around forever, but if not, I'm glad I documented it. And no, not this treehouse. This treehouse will be here for a long time. I'm referring to Quiznos. And hopefully at least one more Quiznos vlog on this channel. And we check out the Mundelein location. I mean, I guess I can find the one in downtown Chicago too. When it comes to topics like this, I suspect there will be a few people who will educate me in the comments below on what the heck happened to Quiznos. I truly appreciate that. I'm just gonna say, don't blame it on Amazon, like you guys seem to do on my mall videos. Amazon did not destroy Quiznos, so. But please, educate me in the comments. Alright, well, it's time for me to evaluate what's going on with this weather behind me. So it's time to wrap things up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you're in the area, have a Quiznos sub at the Treehouse. Thank you for watching.